brief update, checking in with Lynn, the mother of the march today, the mother of the Trans March of Resilience. So we're going to take a few moments just to kind of like check in with her and see what's going on. When you make it on the live, please be sure to click the thumbs up, to click like, to share, to subscribe to the channel, and just scoot over a little bit so they can see you. So we're gonna give her the opportunity to share a little bit of what's been going on with Janae, our sister who has been in the hospital on life support. As I shared before, I've met her about 3 times, but Lynn knew her really, really well and has been a major support system to her and her family. And so yesterday we went to the hospital with Lynn while she was doing outreach and checking in on her. Um, because it's important that we check in on community, show up for community. Um, Lynn often says that, we are our sister's keeper, and she is definitely doing the work. And so we want to just take a little moment, to ask her what it has been like, having to go in and look after her every day and care for her. And just like seeing her in that condition, how it's impacted you, and, just how are you feeling right now?
Hi, everybody. Um, my name is Lynn Morrison. Again, I am the mother of the National Transmissibility March, and I've been knowing Janae since maybe 2013, I would say, over 10 years now. I met her in Atlanta, Georgia. She's originally from Miami, Florida, and we became friends and we bonded over the years and what have you. And she moved here to New York back in 2000. I followed behind her in 2021, so I live here in New York now myself. Recently, she had did facial feminization surgery, like the upper part of her face, her nose, her brows, and her brow bone shaving, and she also had her hairline lowered. That was the first part of the surgery she did. So she was going back for her second half of her surgery, her facial feminization. She was getting her nose redid, jawline, chin, and tracheal shave. Now, again, I'm not sure if those are all usually all done all together, the jawline, chin, and tracheo. I'm not for sure. But Janae ended up having complications the day after surgery. She went in on the 9th. I'm sorry. She went in like maybe sometime like last month, at end of the month, I would say. And she ended up having complications. I was her designated person to pick her up from the hospital. She texted her boyfriend, her husband, that morning, saying she was fine and she'll be home. And I didn't call because I knew she would probably be out of it a little bit. And by her having her jawline and chin did that, she won't be in a great space to actually communicate and talk. So I said I would just wait and go up there and just get her and take her home and we would be done. But when I get up there, she's like out, you know. Apparently she had trouble breathing after she sent the text out. Due to the fact of her had trouble breathing, she was in cardiac arrest. Her heart stopped. They had to restart her heart, and she lost oxygen to her brain for at least 10 minutes. So now she has brain damage, and from what the doctors are saying, she has global brain damage, which means there's brain damage literally all over the brain, but there's an isolated area to where the damage is more consolidated at, which is her core part of her brain. And the core part of her brain is the part that makes her her, which makes you, makes me. So that part in itself has been damaged to the point to where um, there may not be any improvement. Um, they don't. They're not. It's not looking good in that particular area because that area is heavily damaged, and to the point to where it may not be fixed.
And so the major concern with what happened, because having that many surgeries typically at one time is not something that could be done, but that is normally done, but it was done. And so the issue that I think, you know, we're facing in this moment is oftentimes we go in for procedures and we may say, oh, I do want this procedure, but I don't want it right now. But you may have discussed it with your doctor, you may have discussed it with your surgeon, and you may have had it in your mind that, hey, I want to do this on a different day. I don't want to do this all right now. But then when surgery day comes, it's brought up to you again, you know, and then and it feels almost like some pressure to get it over with, or to go through with something that perhaps your body may not be physically ready to take. And I feel like there's a greater conversation that needs to
And
happen
there is one
about,
needs to be had.
yeah, sometimes how surgeons, eager to get extra money, or eager to get to have a bigger take home, a bigger pot to split amongst their staff and their crew. They will tax on another surgery, because each surgery is what, the minimum of $20,000, $30,000.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're getting this extra money, and you're not really considering if the individual who's about to go undergo this
Is
process,
physically able to do so.
yeah, is physically able to go through it.
So, in light of that, I would say when it comes to the girls, if you're not ready for all those things and you don't want all those things right now, then stand on that. Say no. Push
Yeah.
back against that. Say, I'm not ready just yet. I want it, but not right now.
Yeah.
Can we wait? Can we give it some time?
Yeah.
Or what have you? Now, I'm not for sure if that
And
happened in
be
her
careful
case.
that you're not signing off on it, like, because you could very well say no, and it could still be written in the contract that you're signing. So maybe you still have to read what you're signing,
True.
because you could
True.
say, and it be agreed upon.
Well, let's be clear with me. I'm having surgery myself on the first. I'm still doing it in light of what happened. People say, "Girl, why are you doing that?" And you're not scared. And
On
I'm
the 1st of November.
yes. So
Okay.
what I say to that is that no, I'm not scared. I'm not going to live and maneuver in fear. I'm not going to stand. I'm not going to say, well, since this happened, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to do it because again, that's moving in fear and living in fear.
Right.
But what I will do, I will move and live in caution.
Mm-hmm.
I will be more cautious about what I do, how I do it. I will ask more questions about this and that because I'm also supposed to have my tracheal shave as well on the 1st of November, but I'm not going to do that process. I'm going to tell him no. And if he feel like he can't abide by that and he still wants to go through with that, then we're not doing the surgery. Any of it. Because I'm also having my chin redid as well, because these are not major surgeries. So I also have my chin did as well, and some other things. But these are minor things, not a thing that's major. But even still, if he give me pushback on, well, I think we should still do, then we won't be doing any surgeries that day.
Right.
I'll be coming back home because we're not having that. If I don't feel comfortable, then I don't feel comfortable. Then that should go a long way, not to try to coerce me, convince me to do something that I'm not comfortable with, especially at this time where I just lost my friend,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Her body is still here, but her mind is
Her spirit is gone.
yes.
Her soul
So
is
the
gone.
body is still here. So even though I still have that to look at and talk to and and give comfort to, but at the same time, she would never be herself again behind that. And we need some real answers. Until I get some real answers on that notion on what happened, we're not doing this period. I've lived with it all this time. I continue to do so. So that's not important to me. But what is important to me is that the girls know that these things can occur. They may happen, they probably will happen. But again, we have to make sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that we are asking the right questions. We're standing on how we feel about these things. And when we don't want these things done, do not let your doctor coerce you, convince you, um, try to, make you do something that you're not comfortable and ready to do just yet. Stand on that, because at the end of the day, it's your life. He'll go home and be safe and sound in his bed with his wife, whatever the fuck he's doing, whoever he's at home with, or she's at home with, they'll go home. While you be stuck in the hospital or in a grave somewhere, can't move. Again, this girl is literally gone. As far as her brain is gone. And they can't give us no answers on what really went on, what really happened, and the reason why. They can't come out and say, well, yeah, we fucked up. We shouldn't have done this. And Dr. Bradley is the doctor that did it. He's a well-known surgeon here in New York City. He's done lots of girl surgery. So in my way I feel about it, if he's so well good, he's so well known, he's done many of these, then he should have known the risk. He should have known maybe not to have done that right, to maybe have waited a little bit longer for her to have that surgery done. But again, like Kaneen just said, that money is a great motivation for them to try to push you to go ahead and do it so they can get it. But at the end of the day, that's your life that's gone if something goes wrong. 10 minutes without oxygen to your brain is a long time.
To suffer.
10 minutes is a long time to go without anything to your brain.
Yeah.
And the brain cannot function, the body cannot function without the brain.
Yeah.
It sends signals to your arms, legs, hands, eyes, mouth, all that to move. If that's not working properly, then those things don't work properly either. So we need to stand on that and make sure that we're not being coerced into something we don't want to do. So what I do, since she's been down there, I go down there, I see her, I spend time with her, I talk to her, I play music for her. She loves Whitney Houston, so I play that for her. When I come in, I make it my business to come in, give her a hug, either by touching her face with my face, I kiss her forehead, or I may lay across her gently and kind of hug her that particular way to show that I'm there, my presence is there. I touch her hand, I hold her hand, all while I'm there, basically. And just talk to her like I would talk to my sister Kaneen or any one of my girls that may be hurt or whatever, or like we talk in general on a daily basis on the phone, just conversate with her spirit. So I do that because I mean it when I say that I am my sister's keeper. I mean that. And we need to have that kind of sisterhood, that kind of bond with each other. Not saying that all of us will get along, because all of us not going to get along. Right. But at the same time, all of us do need each other from time to time.
Yes.
This is why I was saying sometimes with these girls who are so messy, so dirty, and do manipulative things, bitch, when you're fucked up and need somebody there for you, and you wonder why the halls are bare, why the room is bare, and no one is there, it's because of the seeds you have sowed throughout your life is the reason why no one is there to comfort you in your time of need, to be there for you in your time of need. This is why. This is why no one is there. So rethink your decision to be messy, to be dirty, to be underhanded, to spew your jealousy, your hatred towards other girls, other people, and not work through the issue that you may have with those folks, and get a better, greater understanding, and be more loving. So when those things occur in your life, that you have people there that can literally stand in the gap for you, be there for you, be your voice when you're voiceless. Mm-hmm. See, I take in pride in that. I am her voice to a degree while she's out, because we all know as trans people that family will come in, misgender, dead name you, all over you. It will speak that all over you while you're laying there in the bed. So for me, I am her voice in that time. When they dead name her, I can't really check them like that because I'm not family. But what I will do is I will reiterate Janae, her pronouns she and her, when I speak of her. I do that. So when they do that, I come back with that to let you know this is who she is.
That's right.
This is who she was.
And she's obviously, tremendously loved, from the girls who have gathered over the weekend when I arrived from Georgia. There was a gathering here, and a lot of beautiful girls had gathered to come and celebrate her life, and you put that together, and just, the family that's been showing up for her at the hospital, her partner, there's been a huge just amount of support, and it speaks to the kind of character she is. And when you are a girl who is considerate of your community and thoughtful of your community and show up for community, people will show up for you, and you won't have that legacy and that narrative of the girls were shady to me, the girls didn't show up for me, the girls, like, and so, her life is living proof of that, and that's, why I wanted Lynn to come on today, and just to show people that, being the mother of the march is not just a title, it's an action. And that action is, bringing community together, creating a safe space for, the girls to be able to grieve and to be able to heal, and showing up for, your sisters, because she's not the only girl that, Lynn, that Lynn has been the designated person to come and pick up from the hospital after surgery. And so, this work is thankless work, it's tireless work, and you don't always get the credit or the acknowledgement that you deserve. And so I want to say thank you for what you do.
And I need to say this too. If it was any of my girls, if it was Kaneen, if it was some other girls that I know that having surgery done, and they say, "Well, Lynn, can you come get me?" I have no problem. Like you just said, I have come get many girls who's had surgery because they need somebody to come get them and bring them home. I have no problem doing it at all. I really don't. But I want every girl to know if this was to happen to you, and I was coming to get you, I'd be doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing for you. I'm coming down there checking on you, coming down to make sure you're not being misgendered, you're not being dead named.
Ready to cut up.
If so, then you know that somebody's standing here with you in your corner. Make sure that's not happening. See, that's what I mean by when I say sister's keeper. It's not always about the good times. Yeah, the good times are great because they hold memories, special moments that you share. Yes, but also in the bad times when you cannot stand up for yourself, when you are down and out and you're at your lowest point, and you can't speak for yourself. This is where sisters step in to do that, to show that love, that caring, that bonding that we have amongst each other. And her family is gagging because they're seeing that, yes, y'all may have mistreated her, y'all may not have done her right, but she forged her own family in life, and we're standing here with her. I go down to let them know every day that she ain't by herself in this community, that she got somebody who loved her, cared about her, wanted to see her grow, prosper. I'm so happy she has a man in her life that loved her, when a lot of us do not want that support. She had that. So I do that to show them that she ain't by herself. Her family, her chosen family, is showing up for her in ways her blood family is not. So I wanted to say that.
I say so. Thank you, Lynn, for coming on to the
You're
live today.
welcome. We're gonna do
Yes,
more.
there will definitely be another live. There'll be more topics before I leave because we have some other things that we want to talk about and catch up on. But we wanted to share Janae's story today.
Yes, my
Give you a little
sister.
update on what's going on with Janae. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. And as I always say, Damadana that I say quickie spinning and turning in Gani Iyako Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Remember to burn your candles. Love y'all. Purple ones rise, Lilim Liller.